Kachin State, northern Myanmar. A soldier of the Kachin Independence Army guides us through the territory they control. Until 6 months ago, this area was the site of fierce fighting between the Kachin Independence Army, a militant group of the Kachin ethnic minority, and the Myanmar military. Previously, when the military controlled the area, a Chinese-Myanmar joint venture corporation operated a gold mine here. About a year ago, the Kachin took over. The military responded with airstrikes. The gold mine remains closed, with the two sides at a standoff. These dormitories house the Chinese miners. It's clear they evacuated in a hurry when fighting broke out. Myanmar is a multi-ethnic country. For decades, there has been conflict between the Bamar, who form 70% of the population, and over 100 minority ethnic groups. Fierce resistance by the Kachin to central government control stretches back more than 60 years. But towards the end of May 2013, the government of Myanmar and the KIA agreed to a ceasefire and began peace negotiations. Hopes are high, both inside and outside Myanmar, that a lasting peace will unlock the nation's great economic development potential. Extensive mineral resources are located in the areas of Myanmar inhabited by ethnic minorities. Kim Mon-han is a major industrialist belonging to the Bamar majority. Since 2005, he has been developing this gold mine in an ethnic minority area. The mine employs 200 ethnic minority workers. Kim Mon-han pays fair wages and looks after his workforce by building them homes, a clinic, and a school.
The goal of our project is to bring overall development to these areas through the development of mining. And we try to be a bridge between the government and the ethnic minorities.
In this episode of Asia Insight, we report on a new approach to resource development that may help bring peace among Myanmar's ethnic groups. Yangon, Myanmar's largest city. Two years after the ruling junta began taking steps toward pluralism, Yangon is in the middle of a construction boom, with office buildings and hotels springing up everywhere. The city is seeing a huge influx of business people from around the globe. The banquet room of a luxury Yangon hotel. Representatives of foreign companies meet with Myanmar private sector enterprises to discuss investment in the country's development. Many of these companies were invited by the Chamber of Commerce of Thailand.
ကုန်တဲ့လွတ်လပ်ခွင့်ဟိုဟာလေးတွေလည်းရှော့ချပေးတာတွေပါလေအများကြီးဖြစ်လာတော့ကြတယ်
ကျွန်တော်တို့ခုနပြောကျွန်တော်ရဲ့ဒီရည်ရွယ်ချက်ကဒီဘက်မှာပေါ့နော်ဒီမြန်မာနိုင်ငံမှာလိုအပ်ချက်ဖြစ်နေတဲ့ hotel shortage ဖြစ်နေတဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်ကျွန်တော် US ကနေပြီးတော့ဒီဘက်ကိုလာတာပေါ့နော်ကျွန်တော်တို့ကဗမာပြည်မှာမွေးတယ်ဗမာပြည်ကြီးတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ US ကိုကျွန်တော်တို့က20လောက်ရှိပြီဆိုတော့အဓိကရည်ရွယ်ချက်ကကိုဗမာပြည်လာပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော် invest တစ်ခုလုပ်ဖို့အတွက်ကိုကျွန်တော်ပြန်လာရည်ရွယ်ချက်
Situated between the two Asian giants of China and India, Myanmar's population of 62 million offers both an inexpensive labor force and a potentially large market. Global investors are especially eager to participate in Myanmar's mining sector. From the world's finest rubies and jade to gold and rare metals, Myanmar possesses vast mineral wealth. Although detailed studies have yet to be done, the country clearly has some of the world's greatest mineral resources. The problem is that most of these minerals lie under the territory of ethnic minorities that have battled the government for decades, so they remain largely unexploited. Khin Mon Han leads one of Myanmar's major industrial concerns, Future Engineering Group. He was born in 1954 in a Yangon suburb into a prosperous merchant family. An education at a British mission school and then the Yangon Institute of Economics prepared him to join the country's elite.
After graduating from university, I joined the Trade Ministry where I oversaw private sector companies. Later, for the sake of my family, I went abroad to work for foreign companies in Europe and Singapore. After I returned to Myanmar, I studied all aspects of mining while working as a business consultant.
Khin Mon Han established Future Engineering Group in 1997. Connections from his university and government days helped him as he expanded into logistics, construction, and services. He grew the business into a group of 30 companies employing 2,000 people, one of the largest enterprises in Myanmar. The group is enormously successful, although it does not release sales and profit figures. Khin Mon Han's main focus today is mining development. He launched his first gold mining venture in ethnic minority territory in 2005. It has done well, so he is now planning larger-scale mining projects.
Right now, the government is depending on companies in the private sector to drive the large-scale development of Myanmar's mining industry. We need to grow our company in order to obtain funds that will allow us to invest in equipment for processing raw materials into value-added products that we can export at higher prices. It's not possible to secure the required investment funds domestically in Myanmar, and therefore we're seeking foreign partners.
Khin Mon Han often receives visits from foreign companies interested in investing in Myanmar's resource development. Today, he's seeing 3 executives from an Indonesian coal mining company. Khin Mon Han makes his pitch for investment, explaining the state of development of Myanmar's abundant mineral resources and his group's plans to develop them.
So, upstairs, I already informed already. You see,
now, in this moment, we depend on the machineries and the China administration. That is no efficiency for us. Yeah. That's why we need to changing to going the advanced mechanized also. Yeah. And another one is investment.
Yes.
How to going to participate in investment. Yes. Then grow up the boom.
To alleviate the concerns of these first-time investors, Khin Mon Han describes his close ties with the country's regime.
Now in this moment,
our chamber and our association, everything we are bridge on behalf of our private sector.
The government between the private sectors, we are the bridge.
So now Parliament reviewed all notification.
For your assistance, for your information. Actually, we are so interested, but we need to discuss about it.
Don't you have any difficulties or any problems? Or?
So far, no. Yeah, we are quite surprised with the friendliness.
Once a month, Kim Mon-han takes a trip into ethnic minority territory. With government approval, he has been developing his mining interests here since 2005. He has 3 mines producing gold and sapphires. He is accompanied on this trip by A. Luin, his business partner. A fellow student at Yangon Institute of Economics, A. Luin is now an executive at the Union of Myanmar Federation of Chambers of Commerce and Industry. Their destination is about 600 kilometers north of Yangon, in an area of central Myanmar with a large ethnic minority population. It takes 8 hours from Yangon to the mine. The Shabakan gold mine was the first mine that Kim Mon-han opened. The mine employs 200 workers, all of them members of ethnic minorities. Kim Mon-han personally interviewed and hired each worker. The Shabakan gold mine operates continuously, 24 hours a day. Groups of 15 work in 4 shifts down the shaft. Before going below, the workers pray for their safety. This shaft is the only entrance to the tunnels below. The elevator carries 4 people at a time. They descend through the rock, squeezed into the 1-meter square cage.